AutoNation reporting first quarter results this morning. Revenue a little bit light, but analyst expectations on earnings per share well above where the street was. Here now to break down the numbers, Carl Liebert, President and CEO of AutoNation. Mr. Liebert, it's good to welcome you on the show. I assume you're running a tight ship at AutoNation. Naval Academy grad, still have a lot. You have a lot to do still with the Navy, and I admire your resume here, just looking over it, and I love you work for USAA in senior roles in Home Depot, which you bring a wealth of experience from things other than auto retailing to the job, Carl, right?
Yeah, thank you, Joe. It's great to be on with you and Becky this morning, and honored and humbled that Mike Jackson was able to snare me away and bring me into this great industry. We're excited about being here. You
must have thought, do I really want to try and step into his shoes? That might have been a concern. He's a tough guy to replace in terms of, I mean, a legend in the industry, right?
Yeah, and I kind of look at it as Mr. Huizenga founded this great company, right, and then Mike over the last 20 years made this company incredible. And I don't see myself stepping into his shoes. I see him as really that founder 2.0, and the good news is he's being a great mentor and teacher for me, and I'm thankful to learn. And I've had privilege to learn from some great leaders along the way, whether it was Ken Langone or Nardelli at Home Depot, or General Joe Robles and Stuart Parker at USAA. I've worked for some great leaders to help me get to where I am today.
So everything was going great for you, and then you step into this business, which is, I mean, it's a great business, but I'm looking at some of the concerns, and there are a lot of things to worry about. I hope you're sleeping all right, sir. But gas prices, oil prices are up much more than they were. How's that going to impact sales, do you think? And what are your most profitable lines right now? I mean, everybody's selling these big trucks, right? Will that hurt the sale of SUVs and trucks?
Well, look, and I think we see the consumer as very strong right now, and I know we'll get GDP later this morning, but as you think about some of you mentioned trucks and large vehicles, the OEMs have done an incredible job of building fuel efficiency into those vehicles, and so, we see continued strength. I think there's some opportunity as we work to identify the right vehicles for our customers when they come into AutoNation stores coast to coast. But we're optimistic that despite maybe some of these headwinds as we're heading into the summer driving season, that we're going to see continued strength.
The profits aren't as flush on new cars as they had been. Is that fair to say? What are the reasons for that? And are we bottoming out to where you could see some light at the end of the tunnel at this point?
Well, I think this is the most important thing that our play to execute on in the first quarter that we call was we really wanted to focus on profits per new vehicle, and we had made significant progress in the first quarter, both seeing our gross profit per vehicles up, but also leveraging some of our brand extension strategies in the customer financial services area. So, as you know, OEMs they're gonna discount, they're gonna provide incentives for us in our stores, but what we want to make sure is we're taking care of each and every customer for their needs.
I think Mike did a lot of the heavy lifting already, too, with some of the restructuring and some of the investments in the company to bring it into the 21st century completely. So is that behind you at this point, or are there more initiatives you need to undertake there that are going to cost money?
No, I'm thankful that Mike positioned the company extraordinarily well. You look at the seamless transition of Mike handing the reins to me and what he and this leadership team did to prepare it. I think my first week on the job, we hopped on the plane and went out and spent some time with Waymo, and we were out in Silicon Valley. We were out in stores all week, and some of the investments the team has made to position us here, which is extraordinarily positive, but also the restructuring that we took and how that impacted our SG&A. We're very excited about where we're going.